have friends over again. I have Bars and Abby here, and they're outside, and I'm inside, and I'm gonna go join them again. But this time, we made a deal. There will be little to no distractions because I don't want my freak flag to fly on live again. Is that how you say it? I don't really know. But thank you guys so much for being on the show. Let me read everyone who's greeting. So, hi Nap. We should bleach our hair. Yes, I am actually thinking about bleaching my hair again. And someone says, graduation ball 2010 and 11. Yan says, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Willis. Hi, Willis. Thank you for watching. Usually, Casey, Zai, Amutana, but now it's you, and that makes me so happy. Eric says, hi. And hi, dog. Hi, Master. So, JD's watching. And guys, yes, I have to show you. I do have my own merch now. It says, Issa Talks Podcast. Yay. So, why do I hear myself? No, that's just me thinking that I can hear myself. But I finally have my own merchandise. Yes, I asked my mom to make it for me, and she very kindly said yes to her daughter's please. So yeah, today is going to be a really fun day, a fun episode in general, because we are talking about prom season. And yes, I realize that I am about like 2 weeks late on the prom season here in the Philippines, but better late than never. So I want to give a really big shout out to The Central and Neil Kisumbing. They are with us again for another month. So if you haven't been to The Central yet, you should definitely check it out. If you want to drink, if you want to have a good time, listen to good music, I do suggest that you go head over to The Central on a weekday or a weekend. But if you're my age, like I say all the time on this show, I would suggest that you go on a weekday because it gets pretty wild there on a weekend. If you want to go on a weekend, I suggest to get your own table in advance, make a reservation. But if you like to wing it, they have tables everywhere. The drinks are cheap, they're good. Check it out. Do check it out, and let me know if you guys go there so that I can say hi and maybe drop by and like grab a couple drinks with you guys. And also for this episode, we have Salon de Rose. Yay! So if you don't know what Salon de Rose is, and you're obviously not from Cebu, but they are like a chain of parlors here in the city, and I think all over the Philippines as well. And if you want to check out their services, you can drop by their website. It's salonderose.com or salonderoseph.com. Just Google it, guys. And I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I keep talking too fast for my own good. But anyways, for this episode, I will be giving away 2,000 pesos worth of GCs to one lucky winner. And all you need to do is let me know like a really fun story that you have about your prom season, like a fun, a scary, a funny, or an extra dramatic story about your prom experience, and I will be giving this away. So you can either use this, if you're a student and and you want to get your hair done and did for prom season, then you can use these. But if you don't have any reason to get ready for prom or a wedding, then you can just use this to get your hair done. And they have a lot of services there. So 2,000 pesos is a lot. And I am thinking about getting my hair bleached there. So let me know. I used to have like a million colors in my hair because I bleached it, but I stopped because people didn't like my parents didn't approve of my bleached hair and all the crazy colors that I had. So I just decided to mellow it down a little bit, and well, hence now I have very normal hair and I'm itching to have like that crazy hair color again. So let me know if you guys think that I should get my hair done, or if I shouldn't, and like what other things I can do to my hair instead. So yeah, I'm so excited to be giving these away. This is my first giveaway on the Issa Talks podcast, so I hope that you guys do like this and do join. So all you have to do is let me know a story about your prom experience and leave it in the comments below so that I can give away these gift certificates to you guys. So I kind of need to catch my breath because we have guests over and I had to go to the bathroom and I was just rushing. I'm always rushing and I'm always late, so I really do apologize for that, but please let me know. I'm trying to find where the comments are here. Oh, they obviously come from the top. So hi Imelin, and hi Hannah, And hi, Lay, our Garland, remember? Yes. So I have a bunch of stories for everyone, and I'm so excited to talk about prom. It's not just going to be about my personal prom experience, but also stories and stuff that happens during prom, just like a little piece of advice or things I wish I knew when I had my own prom season. So I have my trusty little cheat sheet right here, and this is what we're going to talk about for the entire evening. So please, guys, if you guys want to win these GCs, please let me know. Please join, because I do want to give them away. So yeah. So let me catch my breath. My heart is racing. Like, I usually never get stage fright, but it's always whenever I do the podcast that I get so nervous. I don't know why. This is already the 8th episode, guys. So if you have been watching me since the first episode, thank you so much for being here and for coming back. It means so much to me. I love all of you guys. And yes, by the way, I am on iTunes, on Stitcher, I'm on SoundCloud. I recently discovered that I can try to get on Spotify. I have to do more research about that, but if I can get on Spotify, then I will try to find a way to get on there. So yay for opportunities. So I thought that before anything, I would talk to you guys about some little known facts about prom. So I'm gonna get straight to it, and I'm gonna have to be switching windows because I'm gonna be on my laptop for the most part. But yeah, so let's talk about prom facts, guys. It is prom, and it would be really interesting to have a few facts about prom. So let's get on with the first fact. The first fact about prom is that obviously prom is short for promenade, and when proms were first introduced to schools in the late 1890s to the early 1900s, they were inspired by galas and debutante balls. So now everyone can have a special moment, just like Blair and Serena. I got this off Google, guys. So it was the first thing I searched, Google facts. So I mean, prom facts, and it was the first thing that came up. So I'm basically just reading it and putting like some of my thoughts. But when I was in high school, I went to like 4 proms when I was in high school, and I also had like 2 other proms, or we like to call them garlands, in college. So I've in my life have been to 6 different balls or garlands or promenades, if that's what you want to call it. So all right, someone says oh, Hannah says she wants to win the GC, so please leave your little experience in the comments below, Han, so you can have a chance to win the GCs. So all right, second fact, 62% of prom goers will keep memorabilia. Yes, 62% of us prom goers hold on to something that reminds us of our special night, whether it's our outdated long prom dresses, the dried up corsage, or the cheesy picture your mother made you take. You kept it for a reason. We love the nostalgic vibe. So interesting, because what did I keep from prom? I know I didn't keep the corsage. I had the dress for a little while when I was in college, but then I tried it on. No, I had it until I moved out of my mom's house, and I had it with me, and I tried it on. This is, guys, the most depressing thing is when you keep an old piece of clothing and you try it on only to find out that it doesn't fit you. And the prom dress that I had, it was actually made by, that was the first prom dress that I ever had made. The first and the only prom dress that I had made. And this was made by Wendell Casido. And I had a boyfriend at the time. So in my head, I kind of wanted my prom dress to look like a wedding gown or something. I was a really dumb teenager. So my prom dress was white, and it was so pretty. I designed it because I love to design clothes and stuff like that. I still do. I don't do it as much anymore though. But so I had that. It was white. It was a turtleneck or a halter top, and it was see-through here, and it had like all those gems and stuff. It was made by Wendell Casido, and I had to beg my mom to have it made for me. I don't know. I was very extra that year. I think it was because I had a boyfriend. But anyways, I had that made. I kept it with me up until 2 years after graduating from college. So I kept that with me for like about 6 years. One day I tried to try it on, put it over my head, and it ripped. I ripped my prom dress because I gained so much weight right after college, and if you look back at all my pictures, you can actually tell that I was a lot skinnier, but now I'm not. I don't think I'm like fat or really fat. I just think that I obviously gained weight because it doesn't fit me anymore. Anyways, what did I keep? What did you guys keep for your proms? I know that I kept my dress, and I kept a few pictures. They usually have, like, this is such a like Filipino thing, whether it's a wedding, a baptism, an event, they always have like people taking your photos and then scalping them to you and forcing you to buy it. And the worst part is it usually costs like 100 pesos for like one printout. So needless to say, it was a special time of my life, or so I thought. And I kept a few pictures, and obviously they were with the person I was with at the time. And when we broke up, I was just like, I gave it to my mom. Like, I never want to see these pictures again. And I was actually thinking about unearthing these pictures for the show, but then it just sounded like so much work and so many pictures that I never wanted to see ever again. So yeah, I didn't. I decided not to. I can hear myself for some reasons. I had to take them off, but that's just me. So what kind of memorabilia did you guys keep? Let me know in the comments below. Let's have like a really fun discussion, guys. All right. Third fact. I only have 8, but the third fact is a corsage was originally referred to the bodice of a dress. So I guess that means that women would often wear a small floral bouquet around their corsage. This later gave the flower gathering around one's wrist in name corsage. This didn't become popular until the 20th century, first at weddings and later at dances. So, how many corsages did I get? For my first prom, yeah, I remember my prom date gave me a corsage. I went to his prom, he gave me a corsage. 4th year high school, I got a corsage again. I went to another prom and I got a corsage. But when I was so out of the 6 proms that I've been to, I got 4 corsages. And the funny thing is, I don't hate flowers. I don't like them as much. Like, if you were to give me a flower, I would prefer that you gave me pizza or food instead. But I guess it's a tradition, and I never liked it because it gets in the way when you're eating, and I don't want to pin anything on my dress. So I always had the wrist ones, but I never kept them. So I don't know. Do girls like keeping corsages? Is this something that people do? I don't know. Next fact. Fact number 4. Proms weren't held nationwide until the 1930s. That was such a long time ago. Prom events started as socializing events, light refreshments, and slow dancing under the crepe paper streams. The 1930s kicked it off for many high schools to have a combo banquet dinner and musicians feature. And in 1936, the Junior-Senior Prom Complete Practical Suggestions for Staging the Junior-Senior Prom was written, the first guide to planning a prom. I don't know what that book is. I don't really want to look for it either, but nice to know that 1930 wasn't so far away from when I had my prom. I'm just kidding. All right, fact number 5. $1,078 is the average starting amount for prom. Cha-ching! Yeah, but I guess that's how much they spend. So it's usually your prom dress, the shoes, the clutch, the hair, the makeup, the tickets, the limo, and the dinner. And you tend to dish out more than most would ever guess. So how much did I spend for prom? I don't know. We don't rent limos here. So the sad thing is I always dreamt about riding in a limo. I grew up in the States. So all my all my teenage dreams were set in the United States of America. I came back here to Cebu. I've never seen a limo in Cebu, but I rode like regular cars to prom. But but yeah, I guess I spent, I don't even remember how much I spent, but it would usually be like for hair, for makeup, and just like, that's the fun part about being a girl though. If you get asked to prom, you don't have to spend for anything. But yeah. Fact number 6. We have 2 more to go, guys. Susan Ford, the daughter of President Gerald Ford, threw her prom in the White House. Fancy. So in 1975, Susan Ford was given permission to host her senior prom in the White House. Although the president was away in Europe, the prom event was chaperoned by the Secret Service. Sounds like a prom night for the books, am I right? I had my prom, so why can't I remember where I had prom? Third year high school, Montebello. Fourth year high school, I think it was still at Montebello. Montebello's been around for a long time and they rebranded, so I want to go. If you guys been there, let me know. The other prom I went to for Sacred Heart, I think it was at Waterfront. For CIS, I think it was at, oh god, I can't, oh, it was at Marco Polo. The two other proms were at Marriott. I know, we're at Waterfront and Waterfront, so I know that like the typical places is at Montebello, but we never really have it at a gym though. I was talking to someone and they said that their prom was at their gym in Cebu, and it's like, it's just too hot for that. We don't have the proper ventilation. But I've never really had a prom at someone's gym at their school, but it's always like at some hotel that you have to spend like extra for. So where did you guys have your prom? Fact number 7, a girl, excuse me, I always do this. Number 7, a girl will try on 10 dresses before she finds the right one. I never really had a, no, you know what, I don't even remember. I was like, once I started abusing my family's business to have my own clothes made, I would usually have it, wait, I'm having flashbacks. Okay, anyways, I would usually have them made somewhere kind of kilid-kilid, or I never really bought a prom dress, but I did try renting a dress once, and this was at Noel West, and then I rented it out for 300 pesos, and it was the ugliest, it was the tackiest dress ever. So guys, my prom dress, and this like, this is my 4th year prom, and I wanted to be this is my 3rd year prom, my first prom, my first prom. I had a gold dress on, and gold doesn't really look good on me because I am tanner. I used to be a lot tanner because I played tennis a lot and I swam and I did so many sports. But so I was dark and I had like a gold dress on that kind of like, it didn't complement me well, and my hair was so straight. And then my makeup, I had it done at like some parlor, God knows what parlor that was. I remember the parlor that was like a really cheap ass parlor that my mom used to go to, and they did my makeup, and my face was so white and my neck was a completely different color. That is what I remember of my first prom. And also I had like some funky ass eyeshadow on with like really weird colored lips. So that was like, honestly, proms in high school I never want to look at again. And I never want to look at my prom pictures in high school ever again, just because like it makes me cringe so much. But yeah, that's basically, I would like to design my prom dresses because I thought that was my chance to actually practice being a designer, because I always wanted to be a designer when I was younger. So fact number 8, parents average 400 miles with prom endeavors. I don't know what that means. If you think about the trips to the prom dress stores, going with your date to get his tux. I never cared about my date's tux. Alterations for dress, hair did, nails did, everything done. The miles start adding up, and they would do it again just for you to have your special night. Maybe you should think of a special thank you for the rents. Interesting. Hi. So those are the 8 facts. There are a lot more facts, and I was trying to find like the nitty-gritty dirty stuff about prom, because you know that how there are like some like stigmas about prom. If you watch The Big Bang Theory, I think you know what I'm talking about, but I couldn't find it and I was honestly too lazy to do it anyways. We have one person who shared his story. So I have Javeron Cabrera says, graduation ball 2010-2017. Had to regret of not hiring a good makeup artist during the important moments of my life. Girl, I know what you mean. I just told you. My neck and my face were a completely different color. I went to the ball with my beautiful gown, but I didn't have the appropriate makeup on, literally nangabang, and I couldn't help but compare my look with my classmates or friends. It is just a one-time event of my life, and I questioned myself after seeing my faces in the throwback pictures. Why do I look so yagit? Haha. This motivated me to work hard and investing in makeup training since 2012 up to now, working to get to be better in the makeup artistry. That is awesome. So, I understand completely what you mean about like the nasty makeup, and I think think that if you're my age, so I tried to do the math. I graduated high school nine years ago. So to everyone who's in my batch who's watching this, tiguang na kita, guys. It's confirmed. We're so old. We're gonna have like our 10th year anniversary since graduating high school next year. So that's crazy. I have napkins saying, oh wait, I haven't finished that story yet. But anyways, if you're my age, let's just say like 10, because you have your prom during your 3rd year of high school. Your 10 years ago, mahal kaayo to get your makeup done somewhere else. It would cost like 2,500 pesos. And at the time, it was really expensive. But nowadays, it's a lot cheaper because, I don't know, makeup artists now are a lot cheaper and they're a lot better to invest in. And honestly, because of social media, you can honestly do your prom on your own. So the last prom I went to, for a high school prom, I went to, what does CIS mean? Oh, I went to Cebu International School's prom, and this was I was already, I think, in my 2nd year of high school, 2nd year of college already, and YouTube was big. Michelle Phan was everywhere, so I learned how to do my makeup for that event, and I didn't have to spend. It was a lot better compared to my 3rd year makeup. So I have a pen because I have to write down what's your name? Javeron's name, just so that I know who's joining. Alright, Napkin says, I could still remember when I was in high school. That was 3 days before our prom. Then we had this campus heartthrob. Mind you, he's not just guapo, but he's also the brainy type of guy. So perfect for me. Nap, you graduated high school just like 2 years ago. But that's a nice story. I'm going to put you down. That's a nice story. Did you ask him out to prom? Did you get your first kiss? Let me know. So Zaira says, hi, Is, I'm late. It's fine. Si Willis ni stand in for you. Shermay is asking, is prom more fun with the date or nah? And she also asked, should we go to prom after party or nah? So I actually wanted to talk about this. Like, it's on my list. Is prom more fun with the date? Okay, so I've been to 6 proms. I keep saying this just so that you guys know the count. So for all 6 proms, out of the 6 proms that I had, I actually had dates for 4. So when I was in high school, I went to 4 different proms, or I went to 4 different high school proms, and I always had a date for every single one. Sayo kay ko nag-igat-igat. But yeah, I had a prom for every single one. I had a prom date for every single one, and honestly, I didn't enjoy it as much. And I'm not just saying this because I don't really talk to any of my old prom dates anymore, but I'm saying this because, especially if you're a girl and you're young and you're in that very awkward stage and you're very self-conscious, honestly, it's so nerve-wracking to be around another person. I act like a guy all the time, but you had your hair done, you look like a girl. That was the only time in like my entire grade school to high school experience that I actually looked like a girl. So I kind of felt that I had to act the part of looking like a girl. So I couldn't really like be myself and like move the way I wanted to. I couldn't really hang out with the guys because of course you have a prom date. And I think prom is really supposed to be spent with your friends. It's like an experience to spend with your friends rather than to flirt around and like get it on with another person. So honestly, if I could turn back time, I wouldn't go to prom with a date, because I learned when I went to college, I had 2 garlands. Once you're in your 3rd year and your 4th year, you have garlands at my college, and we weren't allowed to bring dates. And it was honestly the best time that I ever had. And I had the first garland I had, I also had a boyfriend. It sounds like I've had so many boyfriends. No, I haven't had a lot of boyfriends, but for my first garland, I had a boyfriend who's waiting outside, and I didn't like that at all, but I had so much fun because he wasn't there, and I could have fun with my friends. You could take as many pictures as you want, and you don't even have to feel bad about ditching your date to take 1,000,001 photos. So I honestly enjoyed my proms in college more than I enjoyed in high school, just because I couldn't really do a lot of things back then. Also, for after parties, I went to all my after parties. I went to all the after parties, and honestly, I did have a good time. you don't have to drink at an after party if that's what your concern is. Like, you don't want to go because you don't want to drink. And I think a lot of people think that prom after parties is when you guys can go get drunk and probably do whatever you want with your date and stuff like that. But honestly, when I went to my after parties, it was a lot of fun because that was the first time that I was with all my friends and we looked like decent human beings, and we were all just, because I do drink and I do admit that I drink, but that was the first time that I saw all my classmates having fun, and it was just like a really fun time. So I don't see anything wrong with going to an after party. I don't see anything wrong with staying home for as long as, like, if you do go out to an after party, I would suggest though that you tell your parents where you're going. I would suggest that you keep them in the loop. You don't go anywhere dangerous, and you control your alcohol. That is the one thing you have to, if you are going to drink, you have to control your alcohol, because after parties most often than not do actually have after parties. And my best after party was actually at someone's house. So we were there, we played beer pong, and like we're just hanging out, getting to know people, and that was actually one of my better after parties. So thanks for the question, Shirmay. Those are pretty interesting. You caught me even before I could talk about it, but thank you. So Hannah says, I'm going to write your name down because this sounds long, and I know that this is a story. All right. So, my experience was not really one to remember. I went to 2 proms in my high school. It was good to wear and look good for once or twice in your high school life. I loved my dress that time. It felt good because I feel so pretty and everyone is as well. I think I still kept my wristler. What's a wristler? And my feet hurt because of the high heels. That's all I think. Awesome. But yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I have so many people answering. This is surprising. Let me just go through all your comments before I get lost. So Napkin says, and then one day I sent him an invitation letter. Oh, this is a continuation. All right. So Nap was talking about his crush, who's like a heartthrob at his school. And then one day I sent him an invitation letter, somewhat like a love letter, with an unknown sender. Then when their door was closed, I put it in his classroom. On the following day, he searched for me and asked me if I was the sender, but I denied it. So what's the point of you giving him? Okay, wait, so there's more to this story. You gotta leave it in one comment. All right. So I brought my friends with me and talked to the campus HT and explained to him everything. He replied, let me think about it. Forward. On that night of our event, I stood right before the red carpet looking around, but I didn't see him. I was about to go home because I thought maybe I'll be embarrassing. It will be too embarrassing if I see him around, but as I turned my head towards the exit, I saw him with 3 white flowers on his right hand and said, Nap, can you be my prom date tonight? Aww. Tears were falling in my eyes. I mean face. Seriously, it was the happiest night I ever had in my life, and the rest is history, the end. I want to know the dirty stuff. Did anything dirty happen? Let me know. But yeah, that's a very nice story. I like that one. I already got your name down. Zagra says, I had my dress done by Wendell Casido. Haha, cleavage ka ayo. Imagine 3rd year high school. Then makeup done by Vanessa for 500 pesos. Puti kaya akong na. What's on Vanessa? Yeah. I think this is what I'm saying. 10 years ago, or even more than that, there wasn't really any decent makeup places that were affordable, and 2,500 to get your makeup done by a professional at the time was so expensive. Like, I didn't have 2,500 pesos, so I basically ended up just going to somewhere cheap. And I think this is the common story that everyone has who didn't have money to spend on like a nice makeup artist. Kitang tanan, we had really white faces, so fun times. Farah says, hi Farah, I haven't heard from you in a really long time. True, prom is meant to be spent with friends. Biggest regret gid nako, sigurd atubang sa date. If only I was smarter then. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I wish that I was smarter, but every single time someone just mentions prom, I always, like, in my head, it was always like, oh, it's gonna be like a really romantic night. I'm gonna slow dance with someone, and I really just thought in my head that that's how prom was supposed to be. But honestly, guys, I don't even remember dancing with my dates, like with any of my dates. It doesn't happen. The lights don't dim, and he pulls you closer, and you hold each other, and you look into each other's eyes, and you start dancing. Guys don't know how to dance. Guys are idiots. They won't dance. They won't swoon you. So if you're thinking that that's going to happen because you watched too much TV growing up, it's honestly not going to happen. I did not slow dance for my life. I never slow dance with my date, ever. Neil says hi. Hi, Neil, and that I'm looking great. Thank you. I know that you want to buy one of my sweatshirts, so I will message you after this because I asked my mom to make it for me, but I do have it. I'm so happy today. So, I think I kind of missed something. Oh, here. I'm actually getting kind of lost with all your comments because I'm surprised that people are actually joining. But let me catch on to this for a little while. Oh, yeah, all right. So I basically went through all your comments, and that's awesome. I already have 4 people. So if you're wondering, if you just got here and you're wondering about how you can win the GCs that I'm giving away 2,000 pesos worth of GCs to Salon de Rose that you can use to pamper yourself or get ready for prom or for like a big event. Then all you need to do is just leave a comment below and let me know your favorite, your worst, the funny stories about prom, and you might just win a prize. I will honestly be choosing it on my own because I don't really want to use well, I don't know. I really haven't thought it through. I really haven't thought this through yet. But yeah. So, that's basically, I mean, those are basically the facts about prom. And I have here that I wanted to tell you guys about how many proms that I've been to. I've been through 6 proms, and for all 6, 4 were in high school, and I got asked to be someone's date twice. And I've noticed on social media recently that a lot of kids go above and beyond to ask their prom dates out. So I don't think that I'm that kind of girl who gets like a big show. I don't think that anyone has really tried to swoon me and go above and beyond to get me to... In short, I'm very easy. I was very easy in high school. All you had to do was ask me to be your prom date, and I would say yes. But I went to 4 proms in high school. I got asked twice to go to prom, and for 2 other proms, I had my own dates. And I really just got asked good. It was like a text message. And my worst memory, I think the meanest thing that I ever did was someone had asked me to go to his prom for a school here in Cebu. And they said, "Can you be my prom date?" And honestly, I was really waiting for another guy to ask me. So I was such a mean person. I was kind of a bitch. I told this guy that, "Oh, honestly, I'm waiting for this guy to ask me out to prom. But if he doesn't ask me, I'll be your prom date." Wow, kay ko, baga kay ko daw. Can't believe it. Actually, now that I think about it, I wasn't very nice. But I did that. And eventually that prom date, that the guy that I wanted to invite me to prom did ask me. And I kind of felt bad about it. So I told the first person who asked me, I told him that, "Oh, he actually did ask me to prom. So I promised to save a dance for you," which, well, I did go up to him and say, "Hey, I'm here. I know I promised you a dance." And then I brought him to the dance floor, and we shared like one boogie woogie oogie on the dance floor. But honestly, like, guys don't dance. Like, they don't put your arms around you. But now that I'm thinking about it, kanang feeling guapa kay ko. Because like, I left my prom date there to dance with another guy who I ditched for this other guy. But the other guy, who was just really a good friend of mine, I don't think he really had like any feelings for me. I think he just really wanted to go with someone. So I guess it was cool. It wasn't like I wasn't playing him or anything. But that's basically how I got asked to prom. And now I notice on social media that everyone is asking like their very extra ways. And they'll go out and be like, they'll go out and like with the pizzas. I searched like prom, how to get asked to prom or whatever on Google. And there's like so many pictures about how you get asked to prom. But I really just got a text message. I literally just got a text message. But the first time, oh no, yeah, okay. So the very first time I went to I was someone's prom date for his prom. This is the guy that he's the same guy that that I was waiting to invite me to. That's why I didn't say yes to my other friend. So, he invited me to prom, and my parents were very strict, which they are not now. They are not anymore to my siblings, might I point out. I'm just kidding. They are like in their fair strictness, but my parents were very strict when I was growing up. I wasn't allowed to date, so I did everything behind their backs, and I hid it. But he asked me out to prom. He texted me and said, hey, can you be my prom date or whatever. I don't even remember how he said it, but he asked me to prom, and I was like, yeah, I would honestly go to prom with you, but you have to ask permission from my parents. So he had to go to the house, and I remember that he brought like a small chocolate cake from Red Ribbon or something, and he gave it to my papa, and he asked, oh sir, can I ask you to go to my prom and stuff like that. So basically that's how I that's how I got asked out to prom. And then I got the very serious talk after my parents agreed to me going to his prom. But well, that was a very memorable prom because, like I said, I ditched him for a while to go hang out with another guy, and then I came back to him. But all my girlfriends were also at that prom, so it was fun to be at another school's prom. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I was sitting at the same table as Ellen Adarna was. So she was already in college, but she was someone's date because they were all friends and they were all sitting at the same table, and she wasn't popular then, but she was so pretty. Like, Ellen has been so pretty like ever since I can remember. So fun fact, I sat beside Ellen Adarna, so that makes me famous. But yeah, that was fun. And honestly, I felt really pressured to go. What the hell am I doing? Sorry. I felt what's coming up? Oh no. I felt really pressured prom because I think I wasn't a very smart kid. I think maturity really does come with age. I remember that I was so nervous when I was someone's date. I obviously liked the guy because I was waiting for him to invite me, and then we went to the after party, and then on the way home, well, I don't think I'm supposed to say, but basically, we shared our first kiss, and then after that, we never talked again. So I think it just got really awkward from then on because I was such an awkward girl. But yeah, that was my prom experience. And on my fourth year, I don't really remember what happened on my fourth year prom, but I just I don't really like talking about my stories, but okay, let me tell you one story. So let's be done with high school proms. High school was so not even 10 years ago. It's almost like a million years ago. But my more interesting stories about prom, I think were when I was in college. So I was in my third year of college, and I wore this dress. This is what I wore to my third year college prom. If you're new here, if you're not from the Philippines, yes, we do have proms or balls and stuff like that when you're in college. So this is the dress I wore. And third year college is a very interesting time in my life because this is when people started to hate me. Not a lot of people liked me when I was in college, just because for the same reasons that people don't really like me now, because I do talk in English, and apparently Filipinos don't like that. But I think it was also for a lot of other reasons because I was spearheading a fun run and all that stuff. So I'm so skinny in this picture. Look at my arms. I can't even Photoshop my arms to look like that anymore, but that's what it used to look like. And this is a very purple dress, and honestly, I love this dress to death. This is like one of the prettiest dresses, and you can tell that I love fashion because this is like 2011, and I'm assuming it's 2011. This is in 2011, and capes weren't even a thing then, but I came out with a cape, and I was hosting the whole garland. I was hosting our prom, and well, I had that on, and I was on stage, and then the next day, it broke my heart. I was so hurt. I remember trying not to cry, but I was so heartbroken because the next day, or the days after prom, after my college prom, I heard rumors that people started saying, oh, I look like Ube, or I was so purple I could have been Barney and stuff like that. So that was really mean, and I know the people. I can't specifically point out every single person because I don't give a rat's ass who they are, but I know that there's one person who I actually see a lot and talk to a lot who did join the Isa looks like Barney the dinosaur bandwagon. And that really hurt me. I was so hurt, but I was like, what? I love that dress so much. It was such a pretty dress. It was purple. It had a cape on. I felt so pretty, and I had nice makeup on, and I hosted it, and I did a good job hosting the event. But the only thing that people could say was that I looked like Barney the dinosaur or Ube, and that was so painful. I honestly remember trying not to cry and pretending that it was funny, but it was breaking my heart. Like, I would look at the dress and I would look at it and be like, I really like you, but people don't like people had something to say about it. And the very confrontational Isa that I am, I remember passing by those group of people who talked about my dress, because word spreads fast at my college. So word of mouth, I found out that they were saying shit about me, and I remember that week, or for like up until whenever I could, up until I forgot who they were and until I got over it, I would remember, I was such a bully. Oops. I would remember passing by them like all the time and just screaming at them, like being very passive aggressive. So I'm not very confronting. I'm not very confrontational. I was very passive aggressive. I confuse my words sometimes, but I did that, and I remember constantly going up to them or passing by them at the canteen or at the cafeteria and leaving like just really snarky remarks at them and just dissing them for making fun of my dress because I loved it so much. And I'd be like, I would rather look like Barney the dinosaur than look like and then I would say something really mean that I don't want to say anymore because I was just below the belt. I was so bitter and I was so bitchy about it because I loved my dress and everyone made fun of me because of it. No one wore a cape until like last year, but I did it in my 3rd year of college, so praises to me. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I mean, that's just something that I remember from prom, but I basically had like a better prom when I was in college and stuff like that. So we would rent, because we had a little bit more money when you're in college, right? Because you can lie to your parents and say we had a project, but you didn't. But no, I'm just kidding. But maybe I'm not. So we would like check in at hotels with our friends, and I would go shopping with my friends, and everything was just a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed that. And I remember my best friend really wanted a prom dress so bad, and her dad wouldn't get it for her. So what I did was, one time after school, I actually went to their house, brought a bottle of tequila over, got his dad drunk. I also got a little drunk, and by the time that he was already drunk, I forced him, or I technically bribed him to get my best friend that dress and the heels he wanted, and to pay for her makeup from that makeup artist. And she looked astonishing during that prom, and I would like to think it's because of me, because I got his dad so drunk so that we could go get that prom dress for her. But that was fun. I feel so old because it feels like it happened yesterday, but I was just drunk yesterday and I didn't bribe anyone. But I have someone else saying, Jade says, at our grad ball during dinner, the lights went dim, and it was at that moment I downed an entire plate of food. When the lights went back, my date was laughing. I had rice on my face. That made me laugh, honestly. Yeah, but food always good at proms? I wonder. I don't remember the food being really good at my prom. I just remember the laughing and the pictures and all the horrible things that went on before that. But yeah, one thing that I know about prom is that everyone says that you have to lose, or not have to, but most of the time, a lot of people do lose their virginity during prom season. And I don't know if that's true or not. If it is, then let me know. I don't think anyone's gonna tell me though, but honestly, I don't I used to think that was a thing, that you have to lose it, or most people lose it during prom, and I just thought like that's really stupid. So I don't really know anyone who lost their V card during prom. I think that's just like a stupid thing that people say like on TV, but honestly, I've never heard of that before. Yeah, so by the way, guys, I have been reading your comments and I have been writing down your names, but if you are new here, I am giving away 2,000 pesos worth of GCs from Salon de Rose, so you guys can go check it out. Just leave your favorite, your worst, your best prom experience in the comments below, and I will go through them and read them out loud for everyone to hear all over the world. And you might just want a GC. I'm sweating, guys. It feels so warm. Like, I have lights on me. I have the TV at the back. I'm wearing a sweater, and I'm just doing it because I wanted to wear the sweater. So from now on, every time that you see me, I will be wearing this sweater until I decide to get a shirt made. I should probably just get a shirt made. But yeah, how long have I been on this show? I've lost count. But I think I have about like 20 more minutes on here. So if you guys wanted to win the prize, please do send your favorite stories down below so that I can read them and possibly humiliate you in front of thousands of people, because that's what I do. But this is at your own risk, guys. Napkin says that the GCs are perfect for our hair. Yeah, so lessons for prom night. I wanted to go through a few lessons that I learned when I was in prom. So the first is about finding a date. This is when we get a little bit more serious. This is when when the Tita Isa side comes out and I lecture everyone in the whole world. But I think that now that I think about it, but it's been like, what, more than 10 years since I, no, not that, why am I screwing this up? I've been talking about this the whole night. It's been almost 10 years, or about 10 years since I had my prom, and I just think about everything that I went through and all the like all the first world problems that I had. I was so concerned about what I would look like. I was so concerned about if someone would ask me to prom or if I should bring a date. I honestly wish that when I was in high school, I didn't have a date. I think that I kind of corrupted my youth by bringing dates to both proms and to going to 2 other proms with other people. But I honestly wish, Gyud, that I didn't bring a date. I think I would have had so much fun hanging out with my guy friends and pretending to not act like a guy because I had a prom date. And if you know me, I may look like a girl now, but underneath all this makeup, once the makeup is gone, once I'm in comfortable clothes, I act and I look like a guy. So I don't know why my boyfriend likes me, but I really wish that I didn't bring a prom date. If there's one thing that I could redo, I really wish that I didn't bring a prom date, because I talked to Paulo, and he tells me his stories about prom and how he didn't, like, for the most part, didn't have a prom date. He only had one prom, and he only went to one prom or like a graduation ball and had a date for that, but everything else he didn't. And he says that he had so much fun with his guy friends. My boyfriend kind of matured a lot more than I did. I think in my head, when I was like in high school, I kind of thought that high school in the Philippines would have to be high school in the States, where everyone's pretty liberated, but that's not really how it is here. So I really, really wish that I had just gone with my friends rather than going with someone else, because that really, I don't want to say that I regret anything in life, but I think I would have had a lot more fun if I had gone without a date and if I had just stayed with my friends. I think another thing that I regret about prom was overthinking everything. I thought that I had to have the perfect hair. I thought that I had to have the perfect dress. We spent I think at the time, 7,000 pesos to get a prom dress made that I will never fit into, that I can't even remember where I put for the life of me. And I begged my mom to have it made because I thought that it was so important that I had my own prom dress. And now it's just like, I don't even know where that fucking dress is anymore. I don't know where I put it. I never want to see it again because it leaves a very sour taste in my mouth, because I remember why I wanted that design specifically. So I really just wish that I was a lot more chill. I could have just rented, but I wouldn't probably rent from where I rented my 3rd year dress, because that was very ugly. But I overanalyzed every single detail. I had to have 3 gems here. My makeup had to be white with glitter, and I had to practice nonstop to get that look. It was very important that I had 3 jewels here that I had to buy from a cell phone shop. So, and I had to bring like the refills just in case I lost one, because it constantly had to be 3. I don't know why. I saw a picture, it had 3, but you know, it would have been okay if I just had one here, one here, one here, one here, and the Murshag Muta. But I don't know, I really overanalyzed everything. My hair had to be a certain way, my shoes had to be a different way, and you know what? Now that I think of it, you do remember the dress, but it's more the memories that you share with your friends that matter the most. Oh, I have someone else saying something. Zaira says, I'll share. Hi, Christian. Zaira says, I'll share this one. During 4th year ball, for a change, I was going to ask Willis to be my partner. Co-ed school me for prom na ami auto partner 3rd year to 4th year students and vice versa, which ang faculty na would choose for us. Backstory, I thought si Willis kay si Fritz kay nag-eyeball me. Oh my god. And then ang ni stand in for Fritz kay si Willis. Haha, somewhat funny on that to. If nadayon kay ma-surprise yun unta ko. It didn't push through because I was with someone else at that time and he was not happy about asking someone else. Aww. Zaira and Willis are actually married already and they have 2 beautiful sons. So that's a very interesting story. I miss you. I haven't seen you in so long, Zai. Magkita niya ta soon. But yeah, let me put your name on here. I don't know why I forgot to put your name. But please let me know more of your stories, guys. Like prom, especially if you're my age, it's really fun to think about like whatever you went through in high school. I remember we had to dance. Like honestly, for girls, if you're a guy and you're listening to this, it is not fun to dance around in heels. And girls tend to buy like these chunky ass heels that we don't even know how to walk in. Like akong heels at the time, they're really tall because I thought I had to be taller because my date was tall and stuff like that. Sakit kay stiil, so I never really enjoyed it. So right after prom, like once all the formalities are done, I would at least try to walk in them. Kay sayang man gipalit naman good, but I would I'd have slippers like in the back. I would like carry like a little plastic with me for my slippers because obviously you don't want to walk around in them. So yes, wala jud man yan. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, Zai. I forgot why we didn't go. I think we were sick at the time or wasn't feeling well, or I think I was setting up for this and I had to do a lot of things. But I will make it up to you. Mo visit me anymore. But yeah, I think I honestly overanalyzed so much about my prom and I don't even know why I did that. It was so stupid. Now that I think of it, high school proms were a little bit more scarring to me because I cared so much. I was so idealistic. I was like a dumbass kid. I wish to never go back to my teens. Honestly, but if I had to go back, I think I would try to do it a little bit better, but then that's what makes me Isa and all the lessons that I've learned in this lifetime. But high school Isa was not a smart Isa. High school Isa was very idealistic and grew up with American TV everywhere. I was whitewashed Isa, high school Isa. So I thought that I had to have my first kiss at prom, or I thought that I at least had to get kissed if I was already kissed at the time. I thought I had to get my first kiss. I thought that I would have to lose my V card. I thought that I would have to do this. I thought I had to do that. I thought it would have to be a lot dreamier and stuff like that. But I kind of realized now that I was very dumb. I say scarring, but not like a scarring that like all hell went loose, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think that I just overanalyzed everything, and by the time I went to college I kind of didn't care about it anymore, and I honestly had a really good time. And I had a good time because I didn't have a date with me. And by my 4th year in college, I was already with Paulo, and he wasn't even there. He wasn't waiting for me outside. He let me hang out with my friends, and I saw him after, and it was really fun. He was just like, oh, hey, how was it? And I had so much fun because I got to really hang out with all my friends. And look at this picture. It looks like we're obviously having a good time. I have Jason here, who I haven't seen in a really long time. But this is my little group of friends, and this is the only picture I have. This is why this is the only thing that I'm posting. But I had like a million pictures that I was so happy that I have. And it's really the proms that I spent with friends that I enjoyed the most rather than with a date. So if I could go back in time, I really wouldn't go to prom with a date because that's just like so much pressure. You can't even eat properly because like, so this is me. This is stupid Isa. This is high school Isa. If I go out on a date, I'm so self-conscious about the way I eat that I will hardly eat. Gutom baya ka ha? Because you're spending the whole day like getting your hair done, your nails done, and all that stuff. And I just didn't want to eat. So gutom ko. Alkansin ako daan. I paid for that shit. Gutom kay ko because I was too scared to eat. Very self-conscious. I don't know. Dumb. Hannah Tixon says, we dance barefoot na lang at the formal prom. Oh, that's so cute. Jade says, I had to carry my high school prom date home kay gikapuy siya sa heels since it was her first time to wear those tall heels. See? heels are not worth it unless they're chunky. I have realized that I will never be able to wear those skinny heels, even if I wanted to. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I wanna be beautiful, but I don't want my feet to bleed. So yes, I'm glad that everyone can relate. But you're such a gentleman, Jade. Thank you in behalf of all the women everywhere for carrying your prom date. Bush says, hi Bush. He says, I keep burping. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Bush says, I wore yellow long sleeves. My partner wore a lime green. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. His partner wore a lime green dress. And funny thing, pareha na mi color sa giset up nga color sa caterer. Oh my god, that is so cute. I think I really like that one. That is so funny. I'm loving all your stories, guys. So yellow and green. Unsa ni siya nga caterer? I've never been to a prom that had yellow and lime green, but where's that mug lime? Where's mug kalamansi? Jade says the dimming of the lights ang savior sa gutom for prom. See, you know what? Even if the lights are down, I kind of feel like my prom date, because like we were together, like they would look at me and I would always say, no, I'm not that hungry. What did we have for prom? Something sudan ato, ha? I don't even remember. I don't remember anything, but I know it's pretty crappy because I don't remember it, or I wouldn't really remember because I didn't eat that much. But I don't know. I mean, my sister has been to prom and I think she did it a lot smarter than me. That's why I'm very strict with my sister. She's the better version of me. So she went to prom twice and even a grad ball, and she bought her dress off out at the mall. It was like a simple dress and I got to use it after. It was a very simple but pretty dress, and she didn't have a date, so she got to spend time with her friends and they got to sleep over at a hotel, and I saw pictures and it was just so nice. It was so nice. When I was in high school, I never got to sleep with my friends because, for one, my parents were strict, and for another, I had a date. So if I told my parents that, oh, I have a date and I'm gonna sleep with my friends, she would probably like bear me alive. She would skin me alive. Kay murag, no, I'm not buying that shit. Although I wasn't really gonna do it anyways, but I just know that my parents were like all hands on my neck up until like I graduated college, or no, high school. But I didn't get to do all those things. I have someone else saying, Hans says third year Garland na to was the best. Hans, this is the picture from third year Garland, and also this is the dress. If you don't remember this, but I think I specifically remember telling you that some of the people in our batch said nga mura daw kog ube or makapuno, and that I look like Barney the dinosaur. This is the dress. I hosted Garland for this one, so yeah. I'm still not over it. It's been like what, 6 years? Yeah, it's been 6 years. What? No, I can't do the math right now. I'm not even gonna attempt to do it. But yeah. Hannah says, di na lang mukaon kay huot kaayong dress, maklaro ang bilbil, sayang ang get up. Yes, that's true. And then for my third year prom, I remember I rented a dress. It was 300 pesos from Noel West. It was gold, it was ugly, it was so big. Beauty and the Beast feeling ato, but at the back it's like an umbretohon nga higot-higot kind of corset type, and I just wanted everything to fit, because it's a tube dress, and I don't know why. I honestly don't know why girls want to wear tube tops or dresses. It falls off. There's just so much work. Kanang matangtang siya, and you have to put it up, and you have to find like the right bra for it. Like, dresses are so insane. But so I wore that dress, and it was so tight, obviously, because it is a corset type. So I had to have like the maid and my mom and my papa and every single person in the house pull it para masirado gid siya. It was so insane. I hated it so much. But I wasn't even able to move around. It was so constricting. But yeah, if one day, the thing is, I like, my proms in high school were so horrible that I think that if one day I leave this earth and I'm dead, like 100 years from now, when I'm dead and someone finds these pictures, they'll be like, this is one ugly bitch, because all my pictures in high school were so bad. Ako makeup kabang, it's just bad. It's I don't even know why I did that to myself. Arvan Orimako says, 1 hour ko na late niya. Nihilak akong partner sa dance na lang may nakaabot. I forgot her name, but sa CIC to siya nag-school. Then ako boys high. What? What did you do? You were late for 1 hour and your partner sa dance. Oh, you were 1 hour late and your partner was crying. So sa dance na lang mo nakaabot. Oh man, that is so sad. And the worst part is you forgot her name. You're such a heartbreaker, Arvin. That is so sad. I remember, okay, so I love my mom to death. She is very annoying most of the time, but I love her so much, and she really goes above and beyond to give me, to provide for me, especially because I was the eldest and my mom really didn't get to do a lot of things growing up. This is like one of the saddest prom stories that I've ever heard. So what happened was my mom, she actually didn't get to go to any of her proms. She went to an all-girls school, and you don't usually have junior senior proms. Instead you have like graduation balls. And so she was preparing for it and everything. This is so sad. I wish I could bring my mom to prom. Like, we need to set up like an imaginary prom for my mom, because she's so like, she's luoy kay siya, guys. So naglingkod na siya. So according to her, this is the story. She was sitting down on the makeup chair, getting her makeup done, and she's so ready to go to prom. Her prom date arrives. He's there waiting for her to finish getting ready, and my mom's dress wasn't there yet because they were still having it made. So she's just like, yeah, it's okay, I'll wait for it. It's kind of early anyways. Her prom date, who I do not know who was there waiting for her, and my lola, her mom, comes in bringing like the white cloth. This is like untouched white cloth, and says, they forgot to sew your dress. You can't go to prom because you don't have a dress. So my mom never got to go to prom because she didn't have a dress and she couldn't find one. And like, she's gonna have my OP, of course, in high school. You're not gonna show up in some raggedy ass dress. So my mom actually never got to go to prom. And I just remember, oh, I feel so bad for my mom. Yeah, she didn't get to go to prom because dumb seamstress didn't make the dress. And now that I'm thinking about it, that she's also kind of dumb because she never went to check if they finished the dress or not. I mean, who doesn't, like, magpatahi na lang jud kag dress, wala lang gid mo sukda before. I mean, what the hell is that about? But that's what my mom did. So she never got to go to prom. And actually, I don't really remember any other sad prom stories except for my mom's. Like, that was the saddest that I've ever heard of. Like, you're getting ready, I mean, like, you're getting made up, your date's already there. So obviously she was crying because she wasn't able to go, and her prom date just had, like, it was her graduation ball, so they ended up not going to prom. I don't know what they did. I think they probably just went to the after party or something like that. But yeah. Yay, hi Ziki. He says, that jacket though, yes, if you guys didn't notice, I have my own merchandise already. It says Issa Talks Podcast, in case you didn't know that this is a podcast. So I'm wearing this right now, and it is hot, and I'm almost out of time. So that means that I am basically done. I know that I said that I was going to give away these GCs, and I will. And I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 GCs, and now that I think of it, I'm just going to leave the winner in the comment section below. I'm going to tag you, because I will just have to raffle copter this or just do it like on a randomizer, because I don't want to choose, because your answers are all really great. I can't choose, but all your stories are awesome. It beat any of my stories in college and in high school. But thank you guys so much for joining and for listening. Basically, the bottom point for prom is, I think that first world problems, kay siya. It's really nothing. It's not a big deal. Like, honestly, I do remember a lot of things about my prom. I do remember the good, the bad, and the ugly. But honestly, if there's one thing that I remember the most, it was really just, now that I think, wait, what do I remember about prom? Like, what are my takeaways about prom? for the most part, I really just wish that I had gone with friends and I didn't have dates. I would have, at least out of the 6 proms that I went to, I wish that I had gone to like 4 alone and 2. You know what? I think I went to more proms. Wait, huh? Third year high school, Francis. James. I wasn't his prom date. Kevin. Oh yeah, I went to 6. I went to 6 proms. What? And hi, Paolo, Miguito, yes. Yeah, I really wish that I had just gone with friends. And at least if I had went to 6 proms, I wish that I went to 4 alone and 2 with a date. But, you know, it's done. I'm old now. I will never have a prom ever again. I actually got asked to my brother's prom. My brother wanted to bring me to prom, but I'm like, I don't want to humiliate my brother like that. So I don't think I'd ever want to go to prom. I just don't want to be all that teen angst and all that, like, all those hormones anymore. I just can't. I can't stand teenagers. Like, I love all of you. Like, I love a lot of kids and teenagers. But honestly, to be in a room, like, 200 kids and just seeing them in their natural territory, I think that would be very hard for me to swallow. I think I couldn't do it. But, yeah, I mean, I think that it should really be about friends more than it is about having like the perfect night, having the perfect hair, having to think about, oh, I don't have money, I can't get this dress, I can't look like this, blah, 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 blah. The pictures are funny, guys. 10 years from now, I say that I cringe, but honestly, if I look at it, I'll just laugh. And I will try to unearth these pictures and show them on my social media in case you are really curious about it. But they're there. They're somewhere in the world that I hope no one ever sees, but I will still show you, so you will eventually see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for telling me your prom stories. I had a blast reading everyone's comments, and I cannot wait to give these out. So as soon as I'm done with the podcast, I am going to go on a randomizer and just type in the questions. If you want to see the results, I will post a Snapchat, a snap of it, or an Instagram story, and I'll post it here so y'all know that I'm not cheating. But I'm basically just going to do it that way. And I absolutely cannot wait to give these away. I've had these vouchers for like, I don't know, like 2 months already. And there's something wrong with me. I keep burping. I might just puke. I've had these for like 2 months and I never really had the chance to use them. So I'm just going to go give them away. And I hope that you guys really enjoyed this episode. Paulo says, my prom experience was lit because I'm actually wearing big ass fur than nangatawa sila cause why daw ga fur ko then ga sungkod pa jud mo. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Nagsungkod pa jud mo to sledge. That is so cute. I love that. I wish that I was like, honestly, I just wish that when I was in high school, the internet was very useful in terms of like dresses and stuff like that. I would have, honestly, now that I think of it, I would have went in like a tuxedo or kanang one piece ng bra and panty lang. But then I would have to get a wax, and no, that just sounds like very complicated. But yeah, I would have worn like I basically just would have looked like the Victoria's Secret model if the internet was helpful in my high school days. But it wasn't. So I had to go to Noel West and wear a 300 peso gown that sucked ass. But yeah, I hope that you guys like this episode. This is my 8th episode so far. I'm so happy that you guys are catching on to this thing and you guys are watching it and you love it. You guys give me so many reasons to look forward to, especially on Sundays. I have a bunch of topics lined up, and if you're wondering, I will be here on Easter Sunday. There are no breaks for Isa, not on a Sunday. I love doing this, and hopefully you guys are going to be here next Sunday. I know it isn't Easter Sunday, but I will try my best not to curse as much on Sunday. I really should have made that like my sacrifice, but nah, I don't do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I will be announcing the winners in the comments below in a little bit. Just give me some time. And also, thank you again to my sponsors for this month. I have Neil Kisumbing, and for this episode I have Salon de Rose. So I am giving away 2,000 pesos worth of GCs if you didn't know, but if you wanted to know how to win it, doesn't matter because you're too late. You know what time the show starts. So savage. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I am on isaplease.com if you want to follow me on my Instagram, where I will probably post a throwback photo of me and my ugly ass prom dresses on there. I'm Issa Please on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, guys. I say a lot of very smart things on there, and I like to tweet about not liking baths so much because I don't like to take a bath. I don't like cold water, and I don't have a heater. But yeah, I'm basically Issa Please everywhere. I also have a YouTube. And yeah, if you want to listen to this while you're at work, while you're pretending to work, I am on iTunes and Stitcher. You can just look for me. I'm Issa Please over there. No, I'm not Issa Please over there. I'm Issa Talks. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. I think it's Holy Week next week. I forget, but I will see you guys next Sunday, and I love you all so much. I'm ready to join my friends outside. This has been awesome. You guys are always awesome, and I love you so much. Bye.